unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, more than 7 million Americans have already voted. We'll give you a look at Iowa's early voting breakdown next. And later, find out how students are saving money by eating healthier.
We talk World Series Game 2 and check in with a few teams in Hawkeye sports.
We've got you covered on all the latest news. Stay right where you are. You're watching Daily Iowan TV. Good morning and thanks for watching our Thursday morning edition of Daily Iowan TV. I'm Keaton Fuller. Less than 2 weeks away from the presidential election, and over 300,000 Iowans have already cast their ballots. Several polling precincts have already opened on the campus of the UI. Last year, nearly half of all voters in Iowa took advantage of early polling, and it seems to be no different this year. Taking a look at early voting here in Johnson County, 68.3% of all early voters have been Democrats, while Republicans make up a mere 13.5%, with the remaining voters belonging to no party. Yet even with a huge turnout of Democrats during early voting, the latest polls show Donald Trump holds a 3.3% lead in Iowa. When making your way to a voting booth, you might have noticed more construction being done on the old Capitol building. The construction is a result of faulty work done on the building back in 2004. A replacement of the golden roof on the old Cap turned out to have problems with water leakage that was discovered by the university in 2011. The company hired by the UI to do the construction said they will not fix the issues, calling for the UI to file suit. The UI has hired a new company, and the current construction is set to be completed by December. New funding has been given to the state of Iowa to help unemployment programs. A $500,000 grant from the U.S. Department of Labor will be used to detect fraudulent claims of benefits and to replace old data systems. Iowa is one of 39 states receiving funding. From one area of funding to another, the UI College of Education recently earned a $2.2 million grant from the U.S. Department of Education. The grant is set aside so teachers can teach English to students new to the language. The number of non-English speaking students in the state has increased more than 4 times over the last 20 years. The program will be funding to implement a stronger program for teachers of the English language learners. Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I've kind of enjoyed the spooky overcast weather leading into Halloween this weekend. To find out if we can expect more of that, we'll send it over to Noah Gowdy in the weather studio. Noah?
Well, Keaton, that spooky weather might be going away as we're going to see some clearer skies in the next couple of days. Now let's get to today's forecast. This morning, we are seeing some chilly temperatures around 45 degrees, but by this afternoon, it should move up to around 53 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. This evening, we are expecting those temperatures to dip back down to around 48 degrees with clear skies. Tomorrow morning, we should be expecting temperatures to be around 51 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. Now let's take a look at our 6-day forecast. Friday is going to be a beautiful day to get out and enjoy the weather as we expect to see a high of 75 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Saturday, we are seeing temperatures to be up in the upper 60s with mostly cloudy skies. Sunday, the sun is going to come out, but we are only going to be seeing a high of 65 degrees. As we move into next week, Monday is looking promising for some warmer temperatures with highs in the mid-70s with partly cloudy skies. Tuesday, those temperatures are looking like they will be dropping down to the mid-60s with clear skies. That's all we have for you today in the weather studio. Back to Keaton at the desk.
The Iowa Feeder Meal Plan has recently come to the UI campus. Its intentions are to give students alternatives to dorm food without spending extra money. But has it been successful? Reporter Alexis Tansey found out.
The Feeder Meal Plan is new to Iowa City this school year. It is a prepaid app or card that students can use to buy meals or even groceries at several Iowa City restaurants. Feeder helps students find alternatives to dorm food while saving money.
Like so many like deals. So there's like a restaurant of the week every week, and then like every Wednesday there's a dollar deal. So like I'll go get something for $1, like for lunch or something.
This plan has been very successful during its time on campus. Local restaurants have seen an increase in sales, parents see their kids choosing healthy alternatives, and students enjoy getting away from dorm food every once in a while without spending a ton of money.
When I was a freshman here, I never ate anywhere outside the dorms because that's where all my parents' money was at. So it kind of gets people, I think, a lot like freshmen and maybe younger classmen out of the dorms and into bread garden, eating healthy. So
the Iowa Feeder Meal Plan is a way for students to get away from dorm food without emptying their wallets. This plan has been popular among students like Daniela Brown, who uses the plan around 5 times a week. This is Alexis Tansey, Daily Iowan TV.
One Day for Iowa raised over $1.4 million for the University of Iowa. The online fundraiser started on Wednesday at 12 a.m. and ended at 11:59 p.m. Daily Iowan TV reporter Ryan Scott gives us an inside look at One Day for Iowa's operations.
One Day for Iowa is a new one-day fundraising event at the UI, raising donations for various departments, one click at a time.
We haven't really had a way to engage a large number of donors to give smaller gifts, and so that's where One Day for Iowa came from.
Now keep in mind, One Day for Iowa kicked off at 12 a.m. on Wednesday. Erin Allen and her team have been up and working since 5 a.m.
Well, I'll be here at least until midnight. I'm guessing that after midnight, once everything shuts down and we know what our totals are, we'll have to do some crunching of numbers to announce our total finally tomorrow.
Her team spent the day monitoring donations and sending thank you messages back to donors.
We've had a lot of alumni and friends sharing pictures about One Day for Iowa on Twitter as well, which is great because I think we're helping alumni remember their great times at Iowa as well.
In another room is the student video team.
Hi Alex, thank you for giving during One Day for Iowa. Your incredible generosity is helping Hawkeyes across campus succeed. Go Hawks!
Thank you videos are messaged out to those who donate.
Today this is our little social media war room, you could call it. We've been posting videos to thank donors for their gifts and tweeting them back at them on social media.
They too had an early day.
The videos started at 8 and have gone straight through the day, so we'll be wrapping them up here around 8 o'clock and then still be posting throughout the night.
One Day for Iowa plans to announce the grand total later today. If you missed your chance to donate yesterday, you can still donate on their website at givetoiowa.org. Reporting from the Levitt Center, Ryan Scott, Daily Iowan TV.
The common belief that men are heavier drinkers than women may not be true for much longer. Early studies show men were over twice as likely to drink compared with women and developed alcohol-related problems 3 times as much as women. When studying men born in the 1980s, those numbers dropped to 1.1 times as likely to drink and 1.3 times as likely to drink dangerously compared to women. Researchers suggest the difference comes from changing traditional gender roles for women over the last 30 years. Well, I think that all men and women can probably agree that it's an exciting time for the Chicago Cubs. To find out more, we'll send it over to Aaron Erickson in the sports studio. Aaron?
That's right, Keaton. How about those Cubs? Go Cubs, go. And Kyle Schwarber really putting on a performance with 3 hits and 7 at-bats. Quite awesome to see the Cubs doing so well as they head back to Wrigley for the next game. Well, since the Hawks aren't in Kinnick or on the road this weekend, football reporter Katie Sextro has more on what the football team is focusing on in order to be ready for Penn State next weekend.
With Iowa football off this Saturday, they're taking this much-needed bye week to recharge and move forward. Last weekend, we saw a struggling offense, so they are taking full advantage of this week to improve on a few key areas.
As we move forward, the goal is pretty simple. We need to come up with a better plan, and we've got to play better. Those are the 2 things that are paramount, which just gets down to improvement.
Where is the best combination of getting guys on the field that can come up with plays, and whether or not that's Akram, a package with Akram and LaShawn in the backfield at the same time, or whether or not that's Noah and George on the field at the same time, even in 3rd down situations. That's what this week is all about. How can we better help those guys, either through motion, through stacks, through some things that may help the wide receivers get off press better, get down the field. He's got to do a better job of being consistent, but we are we're pleased with the way the guys are working.
The defense has seen big improvements throughout the season, but now they need to focus on minimizing as many mistakes as possible.
We're not going to accept the mental mistakes. But if you give us good effort, you're tough, you're running to the ball, and those are the things that we're looking for. And we'll go through it and we'll evaluate it. The guys that make the less mistakes are definitely be the guys that playing. And obviously we got to continue to wrap up a little bit better, and I think our guys have worked on that. And to me, that's the whole key of it, is everybody leveraging the ball in the right spots. But obviously that's a concern of mine when they do miss tackles. It's sometimes the angles and maybe ducking their head, keeping your eyes up, and we talk about all those things you have to do, but eventually it comes down to guys putting their full body on top of a guy.
It seems like we see a different Iowa football team every weekend. So hopefully an extra week off will help them discover the team they need to be in order to succeed. Reporting from outside the practice facility, this is Katie Sextro for Daily Iowan TV Sports.
We will have more football coverage on Wednesday next week. The Iowa women's field hockey season is coming to an end, but seeding for the conference tournament has not been settled. The Hawks will battle an all-important finale to better their conference standing.
The Iowa women's field hockey team will round out their regular season this Thursday at Ohio State. And although the Buckeyes may be last in the Big Ten, they will present a stiff test for this Hawkeye squad. The Hawks also know the importance of this game headed into Big Ten tournament play.
They're actually a lot better than some of the Big Ten teams we've already played. I'm surprised they're actually in this position. They have 5 or 6 very individually skilled players, internationals actually, and they've just come up on the wrong side of it. Ohio State has 2 very speedy forwards, so we're really focusing on our counter defense structure and our ability to defend in a big space individually.
They have a lot of speed up in their front field. They have a few forwards that have a ton of goals, so I think that's something that we need to be prepared for on Thursday.
Ohio State is a pretty quick team, so it's important that we stay organized in the midfield, especially in transition.
We're absolutely stressing the implications of the Big Ten tournament and also just the regional rankings for us in the West region, because it's a regional game, so this has big implications for the NCAA tournament as well and our seeding, so this is an absolute must-win for us.
And we're excited to go into postseason play because we've been playing really well, so we're just excited to use this game kind of as momentum.
Definitely really excited for the tournament upcoming next weekend. So just hoping to get a win on Thursday and then take that momentum into the Big Ten tournament.
The Hawks will look for a win on Thursday to prepare them for tournament play. Reporting from Grant Field, this has been John Leo, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Hopefully the Hawks are able to capture the win and carry on the momentum throughout the postseason. The Iowa women's basketball team had their media day yesterday, and the team is welcoming back 4 starters in the 7th-ranked recruiting class in the nation. Our very own Taylor Van Fleet has more.
The Hawkeye women's basketball team is getting ready to kick off their season. With their first game on November 6th, head coach Bluter and the Hawks could not be more ready to get back in action and begin their NCAA tournament run.
The Hawkeyes have a key component in senior guard Allie Disterhoff returning for one final season. Disterhoff looks to continue her iconic career as the team's leading scorer. She is just 518 points shy of setting Iowa's all-time scoring record, but her main focus is just helping the team win.
For me, it's always been about the team. It's been about the team wins, and a successful senior year for me would be, getting back to the NCAA tournament, having a very successful year as a team, and hopefully we can make that happen.
There are 5 freshmen joining the team this season, and head coach Lisa Bluter thinks that their talent and experience will have big contributions to the team this season.
When you look at our team, we're still pretty darn young. We have a lot of youth on this team, but the good thing is, and the difference from this year, is that youth has got some really good playing experience. And I think that's going to reap us some good benefits this year.
Freshman guard Kathleen Doyle joins the Hawks this year. She was named Illinois Miss Basketball 2016 and led her high school to 2 back-to-back state championship titles. She hopes that experience can help her transition into Big Ten basketball.
I think every game is going to be sort of like the pressure situations that we were facing in state tournament in Illinois, so I think that experience will hopefully help me perform under pressure when I'm at Iowa.
Junior forward Chase Coley is stepping up in her new role on the team, and she wants to help out the incoming freshmen as much as she can.
I feel like as an upperclassman now, it's my responsibility to help guide the younger girls along. By no means, that doesn't mean coach them, but that means encourage them, don't let them get down on themselves.
Strong leadership from the upperclassmen will be key this season for this young Hawkeye team, but the team chemistry is already there and they are ready to begin the 2016-2017 season. I'm Taylor Van Fleet reporting from Carver Hawkeye Arena, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
That's all we have today for sports. Keaton, back to you at the desk.
Thank you for watching. Have a great day, Iowa City.